What is your favorite airship? I really like the airships in Final Fantasy IX. Not even like the one you get to fly, although that one's great. But like just all the airships, all the cool airships, because it looked like a flying castle. Like not even really a castle. I don't know, just it just looks so cool. It looks like a real flying ship, you know? Like the Final Fantasy VII airship doesn't look like a ship, really. It just kind of looks like a flying vehicle thing that's kind of in the shape of a ship, but it's got like the boosters and stuff. Like the Final Fantasy IX airships look like a fucking ship that just came out of the ocean that has propellers. I mean, they're just so cool looking. And also, I think the airship theme in that one was really cool too. So I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy X's airship's kind of dumb. You only see it like twice because there's no world map, so whatever. The Highwind's great. I always like the Highwind's name, but, you know, I don't know. It's not as cool as the Final Fantasy IX one. In 8, I don't even remember if there is an airship. Don't you, like, fly the fucking city around and shit? I don't know. That game. I don't remember anything from Final Fantasy 8. When we get to Final Fantasy 8, it'll be quite the trip. I'll actually really enjoy playing that one again, because I don't remember very much from it. Except the train mission, because the train mission was fucking awesome. If you could pitch a Final Fantasy crossover game involving all Final Fantasy worlds and characters, kind of like Kingdom Hearts, traveling between worlds, but they're all Final Fantasy worlds, what would your pitch be? What major events from those worlds would you implement into your storyline, if any at all? Man, Jason, you have some cool, out-of-the-box, interesting questions. Okay. Did I rest at the inn? I did rest at the inn. Okay. Good. Fucking ghouls. Come on now. Why did I even fight this? Why did I fight this? Why did I fight this? You better get away. You better get away before they paralyze you. Oh my god. Card. Oh my god, thank you. Card just saved us all. I'm running out of potions, guys. Alright. Well, at least we got all the items now, so we can just go right through. God dang it! Okay, so if you could pitch a Final Fantasy crossover game, what would my pitch be? This game's great, you guys should make it. That's my pitch. No, I don't know. A crossover game with Final Fantasy characters? I don't think you can do much better than Kingdom Hearts. I mean, sure, those were all Disney worlds, but I don't know. It'd be weird. It'd be weird to cross over, like, Final Fantasy worlds, because they're too similar. You know? Like Kingdom Hearts works because they're all so different. You know? You have the water world, and you have the forest world, and you have the Halloween world, and you have the castle, Hollow Bastion. Like, it all kind of works because they're all different and they have different characters to use. But too many Final Fantasy characters are similar, and too many of the worlds are similar. You know, I don't feel like it would work really. The closest you can get to that is the Record Keeper game, the mobile game that I play, because it's just memories from each game, so it works because it's just like, remember that big battle in Final Fantasy VIII, and then you fight it, and then remember that big quest in Final Fantasy VII, and then you do it. So it makes more sense to do it that way. Traveling around to the different worlds would just be kind of strange. Yeah, I mean, it could work just because they are separate worlds. That's explained in all the Final Fantasies, as far as I'm concerned. That all the worlds are different worlds and they all work differently. But still, it would be strange. And like I said, a lot of the characters are similar, you know? Key, does that mean... Do the bats mean I don't have enemies to fight? Because that'd be really great. Nope, there's enemies. So... Like, for example, like Zell, or Cell, or Zell, it's Zell, right? Zell and Tifa are like the same fucking character, so... It'd be weird to have them both in the game. You know, you'd have to leave one of them out. Oh my... How is this fair? To have this many fucking gargoyles. And they're gonna fucking kill death. Don't die! Oh my god! What the... How do they all attack him? For fuck's sake. Like, what the hell was that? The fucking odds on that shit. That was outrageous. I'm gonna have to fucking leave again. But I want to find at least an item before I leave. I'd rather die. So there's just no reason to even be here. Okay, this is a dead end. Fuck. I honestly kind of really hate this fucking game for how often the fights are. I really hope Final Fantasy II isn't like this, because it's really fucking annoying. So, yeah, there's my pitch for the Final Fantasy crossover game. I wouldn't give one, because I don't think it would work. The end. This cave is fucking confusing. You know what? Fuck it. Fire 3 up in this bitch. Woo! That was awesome. That was fucking awesome. Still only got 400 gil from that. What's the next question? If you could make a council of evil villains in the above mentioned Final Fantasy crossover game, who would be on your console? Okay, so I don't like the Final Fantasy crossover idea, but I'll still answer this because it sounds fun. Council of Evil Villains. So it'd be like Organization 13, but with Final Fantasy villains. Okay. So the obvious answer is Sephiroth, right? But I don't think he would work very well in a council, because he's kind of nuts, so he wouldn't really work well with other people. And neither would Kefka. So they're already out. I think the guy from Final Fantasy VIII, Cypher, I think he would have to be on it. He would be like, he'd be like Pete in Kingdom Hearts, because he'd be like the front man that was doing all the dirty work, because that's all he does. You just tell him what to do and he does it. So he'd be like the front man. Who would be the leader? Who'd be the leader? It's a good question. I think maybe Kujo would be the leader. What do you think? Kujo would be a cool leader of a evil group of people. I think Seymour could be on it too. Seymour could be there. Fuck, man. I can't revive Death yet. Jen, you need to go up another level. One more level and I think you can use revive. Who else? Let's see. Oh, the Turks. The Turks would have to be in there, man. Absolutely. And maybe even the president. Maybe even Reno. So that takes care of Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VIII, Cypher. Final Fantasy IX, I don't know. Final Fantasy X, you could get Seymour in there. No one cares about any of the characters in Final Fantasy XII. And Final Fantasy XIII, it's not really anyone you could use either. I don't think. So there you go. You got the Turks, you got Seymour, you got Kuja, you got Cypher. Sounds like a pretty badass squad. Just like every evil villain group, they probably would not get along at all. Like, other than the fact that they're trying to kill whoever Sora is in this game, in this crossover game. That's a good question. Who would you play in the crossover game? Who would be the main character? Who would be the Sora? Would you have to create one? Would it be Sora? Or would it be like Cloud or something? One of the main characters. I think if it had to be one of the main characters, I'd pick Zidane. Because Zidane can equip weapons and learn the skills and then unequip the weapons. Whereas Cloud, you need the materia and you can only hold so much materia. So, if you had Zidane in there, he could like go to each world and equip someone's weapon and learn the skill and then leave and still have the skill. So then you could have like skills from all the different Final Fantasy games. Alright, we need a truckload of potions. Some more antidotes. And some more potions. Thank you, Saha. Man, why am I so tired? I don't know. Next question. What is your favorite magic element? My favorite magic element is wind, but it is underutilized in the Final Fantasy games. So, if you want me to choose one of the more mainstream ones, because you have in parentheses here, fire, ice, lightning, I'd probably go with lightning, but wind is my favorite element. If I were to create like a boss in a game or something, it would be wind element. For sure. And I actually wrote... I started to write and am continuing to write a novel where the main character can control wind. So, there's that. What is your favorite world, or just world map, in any Final Fantasy? I really like Final Fantasy VII's world map. It's one of the biggest pluses of the world map. But, I feel like there's a chance that there's a world map that's better than Final Fantasy VII, because Final Fantasy VII's isn't really I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's like it's not as interactive as some other games' world maps, you know. But there is some interactivity. I mean, there's the snake, and then like the secrets on the world map, and then like Ultimate Weapon roaming around on the world map. So yeah, I really like Final Fantasy VII's thing. There was a if you ever played Legend of Legaia, which this doesn't count because you said Final Fantasy game, but Legend of Legaia had a cool map. It wasn't as interactive at all, but for some reason it was just... Oh crap, I can't rest. I need more money. It was so huge, it was so massive, and like there's 3 different world maps kind of, because you had to travel to 3 different lands. And they were just so like epic, and there was no airship in that game, so you could never really get around it super quickly. So it always felt like an adventure when you were trying to get from point A to point B. You know, there was an item that let you teleport to towns you'd already been at, but it's just like when you were traveling to the next area, it was like an adventure. I mean, you had to walk there. you had to get on your horse and ride, but there was no horse, so to speak. And then his last question here is, let me rest here. Marry, date, or dump. Oh, great, another one. Dragon Ball Z edition. Okay, here we go. Bulma, Chi-Chi, or Android 18. Android 18 is definitely the hottest one. I don't even remember Chi-Chi though. So that's gonna influence my guy. Actually, here I'll just Google it right now. Chi-Chi Dragon Ball Z. Do I have everything I need? Yeah, there we go. Yes, I just want to see a picture, damn it. I don't care about the wiki. Oh, okay, her. Well, you know, to be honest, she doesn't look like my wife, but she looks more like my wife than the other characters. Because the other two, if I remember correctly, Bulma's blonde, right? My wife has dark hair, so Chi-Chi's closer to what my wife would look like. And she even has dark eyes and long hair, kind of like my wife, and she's skinny. So I think I'd have to go with Chi-Chi to marry, since she's kind of looks like my wife. Well, I don't really remember much about her. I think she's just... It says right here she's shy and fearful. My wife is really fearful, but she is shy. So yeah, she sounds a lot like my wife, so I'm gonna go with marry her. And then definitely date Android 18, and then dump Bulma. She's fucking annoying, if I remember correctly. So yeah, there you go. There's that. I didn't actually read the rest of your comment here. It looks like he just said keep up the great work. Blah blah blah. By the way, life is game true. Blah 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 blah. He says I should call Seymour Butts from now on. I have called him that before. I call him Seymour Cats a lot too. I call him Seymour Cats a lot more than I call him Seymour Butts. Okay, next here. Ken Baba, thanks for commenting. You asked, speaking of 6, will you play on emulator or play a copy on the SNES? I'm playing all the games as close to the original as possible. What the fuck is this ghoul-gassed fucking nonsense going on? Look at this. I'm so fucked. And of course they attack first. Fuck it. We're blowing the lid off this bitch. Whatever that means. Come on, just attack. Oh, we got paralyzed. Son of a fucking bitch. We're fucked. We're totally fucked. Who thought this was a great idea, to have this fucking group of enemies? Like, holy shit. Don't paralyze. We're fucked. Game over. See you guys next time. Game's over. We lost. You know, speaking of which, while this bullshit's going on, I need to reset my recording here. So, hold on real quick. Alright, well, we're through that frickin' craziness. Jeez. Did you have any idea how long it took? It took like 5 fucking minutes for them to kill me. Because Mike is a tank. So anyways, to answer your question, Ken Baba, when I originally started this Let's Play, the goal was to play as close to the original of all the games as possible. This is not the closest to the original. There was a Japanese release before this, but that one is, well, there was an English release before this too, but they were kind of underwhelming. Like this one is far superior, looks better, plays better, everything. So I decided to go with this one, but I guess maybe I won't go with the most recent version, or the most original version of all these. But I don't know. Like, for example, I have Final Fantasy VI on the Final Fantasy Anthology, which is a collection just like this one. And I was planning on doing that one. But if I wanted to do the most original, then I would obviously play the SNES version, which was Final Fantasy III, but really Final Fantasy VI. So I guess it just kind of depends, you know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have you guys decide, you know, like at the very last episode of Final Fantasy V, I'll be like, do you want me to play the SNES version or the PlayStation version? And people can vote or something, you know. So maybe that's how we'll do it. But if I don't do that, what I'll probably do is I'll play the most original unless there's a predecessor that's like in every way better without changing the way. Because like, I'm definitely not going to play like the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII. I probably won't play, because they redid all the graphics and they fixed some of the glitches and stuff. And I want to play like the original version to kind of show the original game. You know, even though the Steam version is pretty close to the original, I probably won't play that one. And if like the version of 6 that's on PS1, if that one's like far different than the original, then I won't play it. But if it's just like the original, but it just has some like extra cutscenes in it, then, you know, there's no reason not to play it, you know. So I don't know. I might just let the viewers decide. But when I started this Let's Play, the original goal was to play the most original of all of them. So, but I would have to go buy it because I don't own that. I own all the PlayStation versions, all the PlayStation Collection versions, of 1, 2, 4, I think, 5 and 6. Yeah, because 4 came with Chrono Trigger, or Chrono Cross. And then 3 I have on Nintendo DS. And then, obviously I like a million versions of 7. So, I might just stick with the PlayStation ones, since I have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all on PlayStation. 1, and then 10 and 12 and 13 all on Sony. So I could like do them all on Sony consoles if I really wanted to. But I don't know. We'll see. I still stand by trying to at least stay as original as possible so that people who played this in their childhood can watch this Let's Play and relate to it, you know? So that's kind of the goal. Let me know though if you do have a preference. If you're like, nah man, SNES version all the way. Let me know, and I'll take that into consideration. Why did they all... Oh yeah, that's right, those werewolves, they like have Reagan. Not doing with that shit. Good thing I bought all these antidotes. Okay, this top path is a dead end. God, I can't get anywhere without getting into fights. So annoying. Okay, La Crema Project. Thank you for commenting. You gave me several questions. The first one is, what do you think about making a Final Fantasy VII prequel? Play as Cloud's father, Tifa's martial arts master, Eris's mother, Hojo, Dr. Hezit. Is that his name? Hezit? Anyways, that's kind of a strange idea. Never heard of that one before. I don't know. I think most of what we know is explained already. So surprisingly enough, Dirge Cerberus explains a ton of stuff about what happened before Final Fantasy VII, and even before Final Fantasy, before Crisis. But I don't know, that sounds kind of strange. I don't really know what I think about that. I honestly don't like spin-offs very much, so I guess take that for what you will, but I don't really like spin-offs. I would rather there be... Because, like, to me, Final Fantasy was more about every game had its similarities to the last one, but it was a completely different game. That's how Final Fantasy works, you know? Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII both have chocobos and mogs. Well, yeah, and mogs. But, the rest of the game is completely different. And that's how I feel like Final Fantasy works, you know? It's like, the only... Is this the way I'm supposed to go, or where am I going here? Nope, this is chest territory. Oh, another one of these. Sweet. Card, I want to use fire. I need to change the way my characters are ordered too, because they're not ordered correctly. Get that fire! God, how does Fire 1 do 26 damage, but Fire 2 did like 100 some? $82 damage to Mike, are you kidding me? What kind of craziness? Oh my god! It was just one-shot card. Yes, Jen gained a level. Can she use Revive now? Yes, she can. Oh yeah. That's fantastic. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but that's alright. Everyone needs some healing. Okay. So yeah, like Final Fantasy is... Oh god. Is basically like everyone... Like... I don't know how to explain it. Heroes that shouldn't be together are, basically. It's like the strangest ragtag group of people that usually wouldn't be friends get together and save the world. That's how like every Final Fantasy is. So you got that going, you got the chocobos going, you got the mogs going, you got the airships going, all those things that are in like every Final Fantasy. But then, you know, leather shield. I think that doesn't help me at all, does it? You have an iron shield already. no one else can equip a shield. But other than that, like, everything has to be different. So I don't like doing the spin-offs like Final Fantasy X-2 and even before Crisis. Like, I didn't like that idea. I liked having, you know, the game speak for itself, and then it's over, and we get to come up with what happened before and after. You know, I don't think we need to have the exact answers. I like it more thrown up to interpretation, you know. So most things, not everything, not like fucking Dark Souls, but where everything is thrown up to interpretation. But, you know, some things don't have to be explained or shown. Okay. Let's try to oh my god! 5,000 gil. Holy shit. Let's hope we can get out of here without getting into a fight. Damn it! One step away.